Good day, everyone. This is A Promise, and you are welcome to Jan Prime. All right. Today we are going to be seeing the difference between O level, A level, and the world SSCE results. So, in different organizations or different universities or schools, you are going to agree with me that there's a kind of requirement you need to gain access into this organization or schools. And one of those requirements you'll be needing, you actually see something like you need your O level result, or you need something like an A level result, or you need an SSC result. And most candidates or aspirants actually get confused from this phrase. So we are going to be seeing the difference between this phrase now. So if you are among the persons that are actually confused of this phrase, so this video is actually for you. So in this video, I will share with you side by side overview of what you need to understand about each to get the difference, in order for you to be more clarified of these three phrases. Yeah. So if you are actually hearing the word O level program, so these are exams that are to hold, or they are slated to hold at the end of secondary school studies, making it or a landmark for academical success after this academical journey. So O level in short can also be called the ordinary result. So that is to say, if you just leave your secondary school education, like your SS1 to SS3. So these are the kind of exams like you are actually meant to write first. Yeah. So at the end of your senior class, which is, that is to say, the SS3, which is the final phase, or for this second phase of your secondary school education, that is to say SS1 to SS3. So you are expected to sit for any of these follow exam in Nigeria. So these are examples of your O level results or your O level programs. So number one here we have your West African Examination Council. Most of you actually know about this, which is your WAEC here, because WAEC is more popular and more recognized. Yeah. So if you want to go to that kind of things you want to run abroad, or the kind of things you want to run in different countries, so they probably recognize WAEC. So WAEC is very, very important. Your NECO, which is your National Examination Council. Your number three here, which is your National Business and Technical Examination Board. The fourth one here, which is your General Certificate of Education, your National Board for Arabic and Islamic Studies. Then, of course, a candidate before the final class, that is to say, SS1 or SS2, can actually write any of these exams in order to possess an O level result too. So it doesn't mean that it doesn't mean you have to be in SS3, though that is just the law. That is to say, you just need to get to SS3, but an SS2 candidate or an SS1 candidate can actually write these exams. Yeah, it doesn't actually mean, yeah. So why the internal? So you need to understand the difference between the word internal and external. So I'm going to tell you the difference between the word internal and external here. So why internal actually means the school candidate series of, that is to say, WAEC, NECO, and the rest, actually meant for those who are just completed their final class. Why the word external? It's generally referred to like GCE. Yeah. So you probably heard of the word GCE before, which is the General Certificate of Education. So it's actually meant for those who are done the internal, which example, we have your WAEC, NECO. That is to say, okay, anybody that has actually done that is this internal, so, or who actually lack like some kind of deficiency. Okay, probably you did WAEC before, you did NECO before, but you have some deficiencies. Like some persons actually failed mathematics, or some persons actually failed biology, some persons actually failed. So you probably have C, that's a minimum of C in the rest subject, but you actually failed one subject, and you need to do something about it. So that is where internal exam actually plays its own role. So an example of internal exam is your GCE. So if you actually have deficiency in your WAEC or your NECO, so you can actually run GCE. So however, candidates in their SS2 can equally sit, SS2, SS1, or SS3 can equally sit for GCE. Yeah. So be it the NECO, the WAEC. Yeah. So so what are SSCE programs, or what are SSCE results? So Note as a matter of fact that O level is the same as SSCE. Yeah, in full, the acronym for SSCE actually means the Senior Secondary Certificate of Education. So the term O level is usually used to interchange for SSCE and vice versa. Therefore, if a school use either two of these words or terms, it's still referring to the school candidate or the private candidate. So exams or result believed to have possessed like before, like you need to possess this like exams during or before or after your final year in secondary school. So if you actually see if you actually see SSCE or you see O level, note that they are actually talking about the same stuff. So they can either interchange it, or let me say the other name for SSCE is O level. Yeah, just take it like that. Then what are the word or what are A level programs or results? So these are programs attended usually after you must have done or go through your SSCE or your O level. So they are advanced post, the meaning of the word post, secondary school courses. That is to say, before you actually go for A level, that is to say, you need to possess what we call your O level. Yeah. So this A level also means like your post secondary school courses, which results are actually used to measure the academic session or success of the course subjects undertook. So these terms A level are actually, like, in short, we actually call them the advanced level. So for someone to tell you that okay, ordinary level and advanced level, you should know that before you actually like go for this A level, you actually need what we call your O level. That is to say the ordinary level before the advanced level. So your A level result is actually an advanced result. So okay, let's see, after you have done the secondary school, a few institutions or study centers give a chance to obtain these programs or funds to prepare you for the universities. For example of or some example of these university or programs are that of the University of Lagos Foundation Program, the Obafemi Awolowo JUPEC Program, the University of Ilori JUPEC Program, the University of Ibadan Cambridge Program, the Osun State University JUPEG or IG Program, and many others. Yeah. So there are other many type of the A level programs you can actually attend. The program is usually run, for 1 year in theory. Yeah. So candidates are expected to be, at approved study center or universities within this period, attending lectures, and at the end of the courses, partake in a joint national or international exams. So whereas candidates who undergo the A-level courses and pass are expected to seek admission into university of their choice for the 200 level, you know, of the courses or the courses they actually choose. So that is to say, unlike candidates with O level who just okay, the program is usually run for 1 year in theory. So candidates are expected to be at approved center or universities within this period of time, attending to lectures, and at the end of the course, they are going to partake in a joint national or international exam. So, whereas candidates who undergoes A-level courses and pass are expected to seek admission into the university of choice for the 200 level, program or courses they are actually choose. So, unlike that of the O level, like who can only gain admission to 100 level, of the course of interest. Let us say if you actually took so in any of these A level programs, so you don't actually need jam. Yeah, you don't actually need jam. So if you actually write any of the O level, so you actually need jam in order for you to secure admission. And when securing admission, you are going to secure admission into 100 level for that your particular course of choice. But if you are actually choosing that of the A level, which is the advanced level, so you don't actually need any of these. You don't need jam. Yeah, you don't need jam to actually secure admission. So the moment you do this, and note that this A level are actually done in your school of choice. So the moment you are done, so with this program, you are actually meant to start from 200 level for that a particular course of choice. So instead of you starting from 100 level, you are going to be starting from 200 level for that course. And popular A-level exams or programs are, the Joint University Parliamentary Examination Board, the JUPEG, the International Joint Matriculation Board, the National Business and Technical Examination Board. It's a note that this is no longer like note the what we call A-level, yeah. So it's actually different from the other one. So and note that this is not actually accepted for 200 level direct entry examinations anymore. General Certificate of Education GCE A level. Notes the moment I said A level, yeah. So it's actually different from the other one which we call the internal O level. So the University of Cambridge A level, the University Advanced Basic Science. Yeah, this is actually done in photo or footer. Yeah. So if you take note very well, you actually agree with me that the national business, which is the National Business and Technical Examination Board, and that of the General Certificates of Education (GCE), have advanced level version of the O-level examination. So you need to take notes. They actually have the advanced version. So this advanced version, we don't actually need JAM, but that of the normal O-level, which we also call it the internal, yeah, the internal O-level examination. So that one you actually need JAM, but this one you don't actually need JAM. So note the difference. So I hope you got value from this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. See you.